friends, thank you for joining me for another group session. I hope you are doing well. This one will be for everyone, so I am so glad that you are here. Friends, if you haven't been to a group session before, all good. Just understand not all messages will resonate, and that is just fine. If you need a private session, check me out at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com, where you can also sign up for my next event, which is Readings and EFT with me and Jillian Small. So definitely get in on that. That will be on May 27th. And of course, friends, if you enjoy these messages, please don't forget to support me so I can keep supporting you. Okay, friends, so we're not doing individual readings this week, but I do have a channeled message, and I pulled some cards for guidance with regards to this channeled message. Now, I took some notes here. With regards to the messages that were coming through, it was very clear, very simple, and it was believe. I got the word believe, and it just felt so calm, so loving, so inspiring. And with this believing message, it really was aligning me with this feeling in your heart and this feeling in your mind. Like there's a lot of heaviness, there's a lot of density going on around right now. But there's this little light in your heart and in my heart that lets me feel and know like we are okay, we are okay, we are still on the path, we are still going in the direction that we are supposed to be going. Even though things look heavy, even though things look scary. Keep these daydreams of happiness and serenity close in your mind, close in your heart. Yes, we have tasks to do. Yes, we have our regular day in, day out stuff to do. But you keeping close to these feelings of happiness and serenity and peace are really going to help move you along and keep you in alignment with where you need to be. It really is all upon you. Okay, now what I mean by that is everyone's got different goals, different things, and things that they're trying to change and how they're trying to, what they're trying to manifest in their life. It's going to look different for everybody, okay? But if you can feel it, it's like you can almost taste it. It feels like it is almost upon you right now. So stay in alignment with all of these feelings, okay? When your brain takes you somewhere else, gently remind yourself where to come back. That's how you stay connected, okay? Don't give up, please. Don't give up because, again, it's heavy right now and I totally get it, okay? But now is the time to definitely stay on track. Stay plugged into this energy. You know that feeling, those good feelings, that daydream, whatever it is that you visualize off in the future? Stay plugged into this frequency, into this radio station, into that daydream, whatever you want to call it, okay? That way you are calling it to you. You are staying in creation mode. That way you can bring that creation to you. Friends, I pulled some cards just to kind of see what was going on with all of this and maybe how we can all help and some stuff that might be, you might be holding on to personally, okay? So the first two cards that came out together, I have Ancestors and Generations and then Rain and Purification. So let's start with this. Ancestors and Generations really does talk about family stuff. It can talk about your relationship with your blood family. It could talk about your relationship with people that you've grown up with, but this also talks very heavily about the behaviors and the mindsets that have been ingrained in you since a child, okay? And often these behaviors and things are passed down from generation to generation, okay? And this isn't saying that your ancestors are bad people. Your ancestors have always done the best they could with what they got. But as we move and evolve, we all get better, we all get stronger, we all get smarter, we learn, right? So this is saying just because it worked before for you, for your parents, for your family, for whoever who came before, doesn't mean that you still have to carry it forward if it does not work for you, okay? Look at the changes, okay? Changes that go through the hands. So this is telling you that you may not feel comfortable with all of the things that are going on or all of the things that you have been behaving or operating with, and that you're deciding to make some positive changes. And it's exactly why this Rain and Purification card is coming out, okay? Again, it's not to say that your ancestors or their decisions or behaviors are bad, but it's about, is this right for you now, okay? Rain and Purification is telling you that there's a little bit of a journey to go through to rid all of these things, whether it's bad memories, whether it's bad circumstances that have happened that caused triggers in you, that caused bad memories, that caused any sort of feelings of hurt, shame, guilt, anything like that. It is time to look at those things openly and let them go. See it, let it go. See it, feel it, accept it, and understand and be grateful for the lessons that occurred. But then it is time to let the rest of it go, right? Because you can't hold on to it and then be free, all right? Allow yourself to go through this dark night of the soul, or to do some shadow work, which ultimately means going inwards and looking at the things that are uncomfortable for you. That way you can finally digest them and be rid of them, okay? Now, what's going on right now, okay? And this might resonate with a lot of you. Cave and sanctuary. Are you keeping to yourself? Are you either distancing yourself from ancestors? Are you maybe taking some quiet time to yourself so that you can relax and kind of focus on what is right for you and what feels good for you? You also might feel like engaging in some sort of artistic expression, whether that means actually drawing or creating art, or whether this means journaling and writing down your thoughts and feelings. Definitely they would be good things for you to do to help connect you with yourself, okay? And often lots of work like that can help you rid any sort of negativity as well, okay? Why do we want to do this, okay? Love and compassion. And this isn't a love and romance card, but this is knowing and understanding where you've come from and the ideas and the, what do I want to say? The positions that others have taken, and being okay to forgive, being okay to allow those people to have those thoughts, have those feelings, and even if they don't want to get rid of the things that aren't working for them, that's okay. That's for them. It's not for you. This is about having love and acceptance and understanding and compassion. So even as you move along your path, you start to disassociate with either people or things that aren't working for you, we can still have them in our lives. We can still love and support them, but this love and support might look different than it has in the past, and that is totally okay. It is totally okay, all right? You owe nobody anything except yourself to be happy and loved and balanced. Now, what are we moving towards here, okay? Vision quest, okay? Desert and Vision Quest. And this is about spiritual journeys in many respects. It doesn't have to be a spiritual journey, but many of you are going through these journeys. Definitely you are. And this is about clearing your space in your mind, clearing your space in your heart, and allowing the opportunity to discover and to explore what other things are out there that you might want to be connected to, or that you haven't fully connected to that you've always wanted to. This is truly carving out time for yourself to go within, or to take a journey outwards. For example, go on a long hike, go on a long walk. If you have access to water in a boat, go out there on the boat in a canoe and just paddle around and see what thoughts come out to you. Because often when you slow the mind down and go into a place of nature and natural environment, you have natural thoughts and messages come to you, and that usually has a direct relation to messages that you will do to move forward in your path, whatever that path looks like for you, friends, okay? And check it out. You definitely want to do this because this is going to have a direct relation to you moving up or leveling up or moving on to the next stage in your life. Whale and Breach. This is about overcoming the things that have been hard for you to overcome. This whale can't just simply jump out of the water like it's nothing. They need to have a plan. They need to act on their plan. They need to move forward and carry it through, and at the right time, boom, hit the go button, and then they get to change their environment and create new things for themselves, okay? Even if it feels heavy, even if it once felt impossible to do, you can totally change your own personal environment and change where you are going and what you are connected to. Now, friends, just 2 supplementary messages to help you along your way as well for perspective here, okay? Check it out. Fog and Veiled was at the bottom of the deck. And what this says to you is even though you're making these changes and going through some stuff, you're not necessarily going to feel like you know what you're doing as you're moving along. You're also not going to have a perspective of how close to the end am I, okay? Am I this close, or am I like this close, okay? But Spirit is asking you to not focus on when will this be over. Spirit is asking you to focus now on the things that you can do to keep your path going, okay? If you were to climb up this mountain underneath all this fog, you wouldn't have an idea of your perspective of, am I here, or am I right about here where I'm about to come out of the fog and see the summit, okay? So friends, you are on the path. Stay on your path. Even if it feels like you don't know, even if it feels like you don't have the physical validation of what's going on, okay? And the other card is Island and Solitude. Now this looks like a heavy and dark card, but it's not. See this tree? Full bloom. Even though this is all by itself, there's still green, there's still growth happening here, okay? So even if while you're on your path you feel alone, you feel unsure, friends, no, you are still being guided by the light, right? Even in this card, it's hard to see, but you are still being guided by the light. So friends, like I said earlier, think light, you'll be light. Keep yourself in alignment with what feels good for you. Do the work to go through and get rid of these things that keep popping up, that are constant things showing up to reminding you about how this hurt or how this hurt. It's time to put all of those to bed so that you can start your next leg of your journey. And friends, it is going to be beautiful. It's going to be very, very beautiful. So long as you keep yourself in alignment with your heart and in alignment with light. Friends, I hope this message resonated with you and touches your heart and gives you some beautiful direction on how to carry yourself right now. If you enjoyed these messages, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and join me next week for your next group session. Thank you, friends.